The morning was white. A thick, milky fog had swallowed the tall pine trees and hidden the berry bushes. Orso stood at the edge of the den, his nose twitching in the damp air. He couldn't see the big rock where he liked to sunbathe. He couldn't see the path to the stream. He couldn't see anything at all. "It's all gone, Mama," Orso whispered, stepping back into the shadows. The forest he knew so well felt like a giant, mysterious cloud. He felt a heavy, warm weight on his shoulder. Sylvie knelt beside him, her fur smelling of pine needles and home. "The forest is still there, little one," she said softly. "It is just wearing a heavy blanket today." Orso looked down at his own paws. In the fog, even his brown fur looked gray and strange. He took a tiny step forward, then hopped back quickly. "But I don't know where the path goes," he grumbled, his voice trembling. "What if I take a step and fall? What if I get lost in the white?" Sylvie sat back and looked at her son with kind, steady eyes. "Trust your heart, Orso. You know these woods, and they know you." She nudged him gently toward the mist. "You do not need to see the whole path to take the next step. You only need to see right in front of you." Orso took a deep breath, puffed out his chest, and stepped onto the damp moss. Suddenly, a flash of orange appeared through the haze. It was Mika the fox, sitting quietly under a large fern. "The fog makes the world feel small, doesn't it?" Mika asked with a flick of her tail. "But small can be cozy if you aren't afraid." Orso felt a tiny spark of bravery. He walked a little further, feeling the ground with each step. He reached out and touched the rough, wet bark of a massive tree. He knew this bark. It was the old cedar tree where he practiced his climbing. Even if he couldn't see the branches high above, he knew the tree was strong and real. Sylvie walked softly behind him, her presence a steady shadow in the mist. She didn't lead him. She let him find his own way. "How does the earth feel under your paws, Orso?" she asked. Orso pressed his toes into the dirt. "It feels solid," he said, surprised. "I don't need to see the sun to know the ground is there." A cheerful chirp came from a low, hidden branch. Pip the robin landed on a stone just a few feet away, her red chest bright against the gray. "Follow the sound of the water, Orso," she sang, fluttering her wings. She hopped a little way ahead, becoming a tiny, colorful guide in the heavy haze. Orso followed the melody of the bird and the distant gurgle of the hidden stream. Suddenly, the fog began to swirl and lift. A golden beam of light poked through the trees like a finger, turning the mist into shimmering gold dust. Right in front of him, the meadow appeared, sparkling with morning dew. He had made it. The sun chased away the last of the clouds, revealing a world that looked even more beautiful than before. Orso turned and hugged Sylvie's leg. "I found the way," he said proudly. "I just had to look at my toes." They sat together in the warm light, enjoying the clear, bright morning.